Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be moving and stretching the legs and hips in hopes of creating ease and spaciousness in the body. We're also going to be slowing and deepening the rhythm of the breath and then inviting the rhythm of the breath to sync up with the movement of the body. This takes practice, patience, and the willingness of our attention. So let's turn our attention in. I'll meet you at the front of the mat. When we make it to the front of the mat, we're going to lift up through the spine, nice long spine before we roll down. And we're going to try to roll down with control, vertebra by vertebra. And as we roll down onto our backs, we'll bring the knees up and into the body. All right? As we bring the knees in, we're going to begin to rock a little side to side, and we can rock the knees in one direction and turn the head gently away. It's very small movement. It will hopefully feel soothing to the body as we simply rock a little and notice how things are feeling here. All right. And we'll come to center with the knees and the gaze. We can release the arms down by the sides, palms to sky, and we can lower the feet down, toes, balls of feet, and heels, releasing to the mat, so that we land in partial recline. Heels underneath the knees, feet parallel, and hips distance apart. We're going to take just a little time here to come into the breath. So again, if you like to have hands on the body, you can do so. You can also release the arms to the sides. We'll take a nice full inhalation. And then we're going to exhale with an audible sigh with a little bit of a... And we might do that one more time. Full inhalation. Exhale with a sigh. And then we'll begin to inhale and exhale through the nostrils. Checking in to how the breath is feeling today. And we can encourage the breath to move towards the complete breath rhythm. So on the inhalation, we're going to fill lower, middle, and upper lungs. And on the exhalation, we're going to exhale completely, and at the tail end, just draw the navel gently down toward the spine. Inhale, full wide breath. And exhale completely. Inhale, full wide breath. And exhale completely. Inhale, full wide breath. And on the next exhalation, we're going to bend at the elbows. We're going to turn the palms down toward the mat and slip the fingers right underneath the curve in the lower back. So in that lumbar spine area. The fingers are reaching towards the spine, but we're really just trying to get them a little bit underneath. Inhale, full breath here. And on the exhalation, we're going to pull the navel down toward the spine and then press the lower back muscles down into the back of the hands. And here, we're trying to create equal pressure side to side. Inhale, release the effort. And on the exhalation, draw the navel toward the spine and press the lower back muscles into the back of the hands. We're trying to level off side to side. Inhale, release the effort. Exhale, navel pulls down. We're pressing the lower back into the back of the hands. Okay. and release the effort. So continuing that rhythm with your breath, okay? What we're doing here is waking up our awareness of what I call the corset muscles, transverse abdominis muscles. We're trying to engage the muscles that support the lumbar spine and help us stabilize the pelvis. All right? So one more time, inhale, release the effort, exhale, pull the navel down, press the lower back muscles into the back of the hands, and then release the effort. As we release the effort, we can bring the arms to the sides of the body, palms to sky. Inhale, full breath here. On the next exhalation, let's extend the right leg long. Okay. We'll inhale, draw the right leg up to sky, so we're flexing hip, flexing ankle. Exhale, extend the right leg out and down toward the earth without quite touching. Inhale, lift the right leg up, flexing hip, flexing ankle. Exhale, extending the leg out and down, but can we remain steady through the hips, the pelvis here? Okay, so using those corset muscles. Inhale, lift the leg up. As we lift it up, we might be a little bent here depending on how tight we are in our hamstring muscles. Okay. Exhale, extend out and down, out quite touching. Inhale, lift, and exhale, reach. Next time we lift the right leg up to sky, we're going to bend at the knee even more. Bring the hands behind the right thigh, midway between the knee and the hip. And we'll just give it a little gentle tug in. So we're greeting the hamstring muscles nice and gentle. We should be able to take a nice full breath here. All right? As we hold that stretch for the hamstring muscles, we're also going to take some movement at the ankle, some nice slow circles. Waking up the ankle joint, hopefully creating a little space there. And then we'll move that circling motion in the opposite direction. And we're going to flex. Take a nice firm flex at the ankle. Press the heel up and draw the toes down toward the shin. We'll feel that in the calf. So we're kind of shifting our attention here, waking up the calf muscles. I find it helpful to shimmy a little at my heart here to soften my jaw, my neck. Inhale, nice full breath. Exhale completely. Inhale, nice full breath. And exhale completely. Inhale, nice full breath. And on the exhalation, let's soften at the ankle. We'll wobble a little there, and then we'll extend the left leg long. Okay. And we'll explore a flow here for the legs, the ankles. We're going to inhale and flex both ankles, and then exhale, point through both feet. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Really aware of the capacity for movement in the feet. Yeah. One more breath. As we move into that flex, into that point position, we're not going to take it all the way. Okay, so before we get all the way to that tight point, we're going to just draw the toes back, spread wide through the balls of the feet. Then we're going to check in. Can we drop down, remain steady through the pelvis, and then reach the legs away from the hips. So there's a sense of energy moving. We can create some space in the hip sockets. And we're going to decide here, where does this stretch need to be for our body? Okay? so that we can inhale, nice full breath, and exhale, soften a little. Maybe deepen a little. Inhale, nice full breath. And exhale, soften. So if I were here and I was noticing that my breath was constricted, if I wasn't able to take a full breath, or I'm feeling really tight and stressed in my upper body, those would be signs that perhaps I need to come away a little. Yeah? Start the stretch a little further from that kind of maximum point. Deepen into the breath. And let the breath take me a little further into the pose when the body is ready. Okay, inhale, nice full breath. On the next exhalation, let's release the right leg all the way down, so with control, all the way to the mat. And then we're going to turn the toes in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in, and relax. Might take that audible sigh. A little shimmy at the heart. And then we're going to check in. We're going to notice how we feel on the right side. And notice how we feel on the left side. When we take time after a pose to notice how it feels, we're getting a sense of the medicine of the pose. All right? And we're going to bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot to the mat, and move into leg lifts on the opposite side. So inhale, left leg drawing up to sky, flexing hip, flexing ankle. Exhale, extending hip and ankle as we lower it down toward the earth without quite touching. Inhale, lifting the left leg up with a flex. Exhale, steady pelvis as we extend the leg out and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Nice steady movement, nice steady breath, matching up. As we lift the left leg up to sky, this time let's bend at the knee, hands behind the thigh, midway between the knee and the hip. Drawing the thigh in toward the belly, greeting the hamstring muscles, okay? Making sure the hands are in the middle of the thigh, okay, so that we're not creating any strain or pressure on the knee. Sometimes people want to bring their hands right behind the knee, and I'm asking that they be up higher for the safety of the body. Ankle rolls. And then opposite direction. We come into a nice firm flex at the ankle. Press the heel up towards sky. Draw the toes down toward the shin. Inhale, full breath. Exhale completely. You might shimmy a little, soften a little through the upper body here. Inhale, full breath. And exhale completely. Inhale, full breath. And exhale completely. And we'll soften at the ankle and extend the right leg long. From here, let's inhale, flex both ankles, and exhale, point through both feet. Inhale, flex, and exhale, point. Inhale, flex, and exhale, point. 2 more times. This last time, we're going to press into the balls of both feet. So we're waking up the balls of the feet. We're steadying ourselves down through the pelvis. We're reaching legs away from the pelvis, creating space in the hips. And then we're focusing on this lengthening experience through the left leg. Where does it need to be for our body? Do we need to have the knee bent a little? Is the leg a little further away? Or does it come in a little more? There is no right one way to be in this pose, all right? So many different types of bodies. The way that I encourage you to be in the pose is in the way that it feels the best for you. Where you're getting a stretch, you're waking things up, creating some movement, some space. And you're able to breathe. Nice, full, wide breath. And then experience some softness, some ease around the breath, around the movement that you are exploring in your body. Inhale, full breath. Next exhalation, we're going to lower the left leg all the way down and then turn the toes in and out and in and out and in and out and in and relax. Noticing left side, noticing right side. Noticing the whole body. Inhale, full breath, and on the next exhalation, we're going to bend the knees and bring the soles of feet back to the mat into partial recline. And we're going to move the pelvis a little here. So on our inhalation, we're going to lift the top of the pelvis up off of the mat, so up towards the sky, and we're dropping the tailbone down toward the mat. And then on the exhalation, we're rocking back. So we're pressing the sacrum down onto the mat, letting the tail lift up a little. So inhale, tilting forward, and exhale, drawing back. Inhale forward. As we're inhaling, the diaphragm and the pelvic floor muscles are moving downward, and as we tilt back and exhale, they draw up a little. The next exhalation, releasing the effort there, coming back to neutral. We're then going to inhale and draw the right knee up toward the body and cross the right ankle over the left thigh so that the right ankle bone hangs off over the side. And then we're going to inhale, turn the right knee in toward the body, and exhale, open the knee out. Inhale, turning the knee in. Exhale, opening the knee away. So continuing with your breath. Inhale, internal rotation at the hip. Exhale, external rotation at the hip. Inhale, turning in. Exhale, opening out. Next exhalation, as we open out, we're going to pause for the inhale, really noticing how things are feeling in the hip. And on the exhalation, if it's available to you, we're going to lift that left foot and draw the cradle position up and in toward the body without using the hands. Okay? We can rock a little here, just a small rocking side to side. And notice how things are feeling in the hips, in the glutes, in the low back. And then we'll come to center, and we might take the pose a little deeper. We can bring the left hand to the outside of the right ankle bone. We can bring the right hand to the right thigh and just give it a little encouragement, that external rotation as we're drawing the cradle position a little closer to the body. This is option 1 for hands. Option 2, right hand can slip between the thighs and it can reach underneath or behind the left thigh, and the left hand can come around to greet it. So we could hold here. Option 3, we can bend that left knee a little bit more. We could bring the hands over the left shin. So we're using the right elbow to give the hip that encouragement. Okay? All options are good options. It just depends on what we're looking for on a given day. A few breaths here. Inhale fully, exhale completely. Next exhalation, we can lower the feet back to partial recline. Inhale, full breath. Exhale completely, noticing how you're feeling. And then we're going to inhale, lift left knee, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, ankle bone hanging off the side. Inhale, left knee's turning in toward the body. Exhale, it will open away. Inhale, turning in. Exhale, opening out. Inhale, internal rotation at the hip. Exhale, external rotation at the hip. With a breath. Next time, we open the knee out. Completing that exhale, we'll pause for the inhale, noticing the hip. On the exhalation, lifting the right foot, drawing cradle position in toward your body, and rocking a little side to side. If this isn't accessible, you could rest in that first position and continue to explore the hip or hold there and breathe. Coming back to center with the cradle position, and then we might deepen. Right hand to the outside of the left ankle, left hand to the left thigh. A little bit of encouragement there, maybe bringing it closer into the body. We might slip left hand between the thighs, holding behind the right thigh or over the shin. Whichever position we're choosing to explore today, let's deepen our awareness of the breath. Inhale. Exhale completely. Softening the forehead, softening the jaw. Next exhalation, we're going to lower the feet back to partial recline. Pause for a breath. Notice how we're feeling. Inhale, full breath. Next exhalation, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together as we open the knees out to the sides into Reclined Butterfly. Inhale, center. On the exhalation, slowly turning the head to the right. We might just try and reach out a little bit through that right thigh knee. It's a pretty subtle movement. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head to the left, reaching out through the left knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, center. Let's do that one more time, side to side. And as we come to center from the left, let's draw the knees up and in toward the body. And then we'll bring the arms inside the legs and we're going to reach over the arches of the feet if we can. Okay. Some folks are going to hold their pant legs if they have them, or the outsides of the shins. And some folks are going to be able to reach over the arches of the feet to draw the heels over the knees into a squat-like position on our backs. This is called happy baby. So we're aiming to have heels over knees and drop the knees down toward the mat and encourage the sacrum to move down towards the mat so that we aren't rocking up, but we're dropping down through the sacrum. From here, we might rock a little, just a little, side to side. We also might rock and reach. Okay. So if I'm going to reach to the right, I'm going to lower my left heel toward the buttock and then extend a little more through my right leg. A little bit of a flex at the ankle, pressing through the heel. Coming back through the squat position, the happy baby position. Then lowering the right heel in toward the buttock and extending, reaching out through the left leg. We come through the squat position and then rock and reach. We could simply continue to rock as well. And the reach might look like something in between the squat and that long leg. Okay, you might have the knee bent, be somewhere in between where we're just noticing the tug, the pull, we're able to breathe, it feels good for the body. Okay, so we aren't straining. We aren't over-efforting or pushing. We're waking up our body, inviting more space, and hopefully releasing tension. As we come back from the left to the squat position, we can choose to either hold steady here in this happy baby, dropping through the sacrum, or we could maybe even begin to lengthen the legs here or move towards a V stretch, where we're long behind the knees. Now this isn't going to be available for everyone, okay? So it might be the squat for you. Inhale, full breath, and then on the exhalation, we're gonna bend the knees, we're gonna lower the feet to the mat, release the arms to the sides, landing one more time in partial recline. Let's bring the arms straight out from the shoulders as if we're making a T. We're going to inhale center on the exhalation. Lower the knees halfway to the left. Feel the inside of the right foot, outside of the left foot. Right shoulder pressing down. Lengthening the knees away from the shoulder. Gently turning the head toward the right if that feels good for the cervical spine. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, lowering the knees halfway to the right, inside of the left foot, outside of the right, back of the left shoulder pressing down, reaching knees away from the shoulder, gently turning head toward the left. Inhale, center. And we'll flow from side to side. So exhaling, gentle twist. Head turning away from the knees. Inhale, center. Exhaling, gentle twist. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, twist. Inhaling, center. And exhaling, twist. As we bring the knees back to center, let's bring them into chest. We can curl up, forehead toward the knees for a moment or two. Lowering down through the spine and the head. Let's do some circles with the knees here, as if we were stirring a pot. And then opposite direction. And back to that center point. Might rock a little here. And we're going to lower the feet to partial recline. Release the arms to the sides. Extend the left leg. Extend the right leg. And we can bring the arms out to the sides and up overhead and reach nice and long through the fingers and the toes. We might extend a little longer through the right side of the body and then release it. And then extend, reach through the left side of the body and then release it. We might turn the toes in and out and in and out and in and out and in and relax. We can bring the arms back down by the sides of the body. We can lift the right shoulder and tuck the right shoulder blade under a little, creating a little more space in the front of the chest and through the arm. Lift the left shoulder up, tuck the left shoulder blade under a little. We might rock the head a little, side to side, looking for that comfortable place for the head to rest. I like to lift my head a little, aiming to soften my chin down toward the front of my throat, kind of catching at the base of the cranium a little bit more. Let's inhale, full breath here. And exhale with an audible sigh with a... Just feel the body respond to the sensation of the sigh. One more time. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, audible sigh. And then we can release our sort of effort or control of the breath. You may find the breath still wanting to come in nice and full. You might find the breath ready to relax. So that we begin to notice the simple rise and fall of the breath in the belly. And for some, it might be helpful to bring hands to the belly and just tune the attention into the rise and fall of the belly, the ebb and flow of the breath. In this final pose of the practice, our relaxation pose, we're inviting integration, the settling of the practice within our body and mind to occur. You might also think about it as enjoying the benefits of the practice. Hopefully being able to relax a little more completely through the body after moving, stretching, saying hello to the muscles and joints, to the breath. Inviting the body to be heavy on the earth, softening any tension that you might notice. You might need to invite that softening over and over. Every exhalation, just relax the jaw a little bit more. Relax the shoulders a little bit more. And hopefully, you're able to stay present here with the body, with the breath. Inviting the mind to remain attentive. Sometimes as we remain attentive, we're able to drop into this deeper experience of connection, of wholeness, of peacefulness. This is the nectar that keeps me coming back to the practice. All right. We're going to begin to deepen and widen the breath. Reawakening, getting ready for the day. Or whatever else is next. I'm not sure when you are doing this practice, right? So we inhale, we begin to widen the inhale, drawing more breath into the body. We exhale completely, navel drawing gently toward the spine. Inhaling. We might begin to stretch on that inhalation, reach and move. At some point, we can bring one arm overhead and turn toward that side. Pause for a breath or two here. And then slowly come up. If it's comfortable for you, finding a cross-legged position to complete our practice today. If that's not good medicine for your body, whatever pose works for you, even continuing to rest on your back. Okay. And just take a little bit of time to complete, lifting up through the spine, dropping down into the pelvis, into the legs, lifting up through the spine. We might bring hands to the heart, and we might bow the head. honoring the journey of the body, the mind, the breath. Honoring this practice that allows us time to be in deeper relationship with all that we are. And pausing, noticing if there's anything that we'd like to remember to bring forward into our day, into our life, into our awareness. In gratitude, my friends. Thank you for joining me.